Volatility is a chance to add to the current positions that you have at a better valuation, right? So a lot of times people look at these dips and volatility, and they think that it's a bad thing, but it's not. It's a good thing. And so especially kind of coming off, this October that we had with very, very low volatility, right? So when you look at what the market did in October, really up 6.6% for the month. Drastically different than September, right, where we really had a negative month. And so, we look at the VIX kind of dipping down to 17, and actually, as of yesterday, it's a little bit lower. So we didn't have a volatile October. So I would not be mad if we had a little bit of volatility, going into November and even throughout the year, because this will kind of give us some opportunities to buy.
Okay, and we talked about that clean energy play, and there's a company down in Florida. In fact, it used to be called Florida Power and Light. It's Next Era, and they are massive. They have Next Era Energy Partners, NEP. This is a clean energy name. You got the climate summit going on in Scotland that you love. How come? Yeah, well, I mean, listen. As you mentioned, the climate summit is going on in Scotland. And then, of course, the Biden infrastructure plan. He's all about clean energy, really all about sustainability all around. And so NextEra is a name that I've owned for probably about like the past 2.5 years. And they are all about like wind and solar, sustainable areas of energy. And so companies like that are really going to be well positioned as we kind of like move forward. The entire world is talking about sustainability. They're talking about this this race to net zero. In fact, that's what they're talking about in Scotland right now, and really kind of like who's going to pay for it as well. Yeah, well, the who to pay for it, Tiffany, let's not get into that. Let's just have the good headlines now, and we'll figure it out down the road. Oh, you know who might be able to pay for it? The bankers. Because M&A is red hot. If you are a lawyer, an investment banker, anywhere in that, call it supply chain, you're printing money. Is that one reason you like Evercore, one of these mid-sized investment banks we don't talk about a whole lot?
Yeah, you were actually stealing my thunder, Brian. But yes, I do like Evercore. M&A activity really is up. And, I do like financials all around. But outside of the big banks that I own, JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, I really do like these kind of like smaller investment advisory firms or investment banks that we really don't talk about, to your point. So Evercore is one of them. One of their main services is M&A advisory as well as investment banking. And so that I've actually owned it for probably about the past like 2.5 years. Again, just like NextEra Energy. And so these companies are really, really doing well right now. They're kind of like really under the radar. No one's really talking about them. Everybody really talks about the bigger banks, and they kind of like make this splash when they report earnings. But Evercore is kind of under the radar.